Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Myself Janisha from Sciences of Composite PU College, Vijaypur. Today we are going to discuss about new chapter from part B, Human Capital Formation in India. Introduction part. As you know that education is very essential for every individual. And also education is sought not only as it confers higher earning capacity on people, but also for its other highly valued benefits. So education is not only for earning income, but also through the education we can get benefits. So then what are the benefits of education? First one, it gives one a better social standing and pride. So education which gives every individual to stand in the society in better way. Second one, and also education which increases the pride of an individual. Second one, it enables one to make better choices in life. So education which makes a person to choose whatever he needs. Third one, it provides knowledge to understand the changes taking place in society. Through the help of education, we can recognize what are the problems in the society and what are the solutions we can find out. And also what are the changes have been takes place in the society. So all these things we can get through the help of education. And fourth one, it also stimulates innovations. Means educations which gives ideas, new ideas, innovations, as well as which encourages the inventions. So in this way we can say that education is not only for increasing the income, but also which effect on, but also which gives an important result in everyday life. Thus, education which helps to create human capital. So then what is human capital? The skills, knowledge and experience possessed by an individual or population viewed in terms of their value or cost to an organization or country is called human capital. How to be an individual or a population, they become converted into capital. That is, if a person having skill, knowledge, experience, so if he should possess these qualities, then we consider as a human capital. Societies need sufficient human capital in the first place in the form of competent people who have themselves been educated and trained as professors and other professionals. Means societies so which need sufficient human capital, and also that is in the form of competent people who have themselves been educated and also they trained as professors and other professionals. Then let me discuss what are the sources of human capital. So there are mainly two sources of human capital. One is investment in education and investment in health. So these are the two sources of human capital. So why we spend money on education? Why we need to spend money on health? So because education and health togetherly create what? Better human capital in the society. As you know that already, investment in education and health, these two also what sources of human capital. Yes. Now then why do your parents spend money on education? For what purpose we need to spend money on education? So your parents, so spending on education or investment on education, that is with the objective of increasing their future income. So why did your parents spend money or expenditure on education? Because to increasing their future income, because to increasing their future what settlement, or because to what settle in, because to increase their future earning capacity. This is for the education. Then why the people spend money on health? And also along with this education and health, on the job training, migration, information, so these are also other sources of human capital formation. So remember, education and health, so these two key sources of human capital formation. Along with this, migration, information, and on the job training, so these are also other sources of human capital formation. As we know that like education only, health is also considered an important input for the development of a nation, as much as it is important for the development of an individual. See, how can you say that education is an important for the development of nation? So like that only, health, sound health, so this is also an important for the development of a nation, because sound health person, sound health individual, he can increase the productivity so that it is contribution to the society. So then let me discuss why did investment in health is important. See, as you know that who can work better, a sick person or a sound health person? Obviously we can say that what sound health person or good health person, he can what work better. Yes, a sick laborer without access to medical facilities is compelled to abstain from work, and there is loss of productivity. That means a sick person, he always be what that means a sick person, he always be requires a medical facilities, right? So in order to get the what medicines, or in order to get the medical facilities, he compelled to what abstain from the work. So as a result, his productivity will be zero. But what about the sound health person? So he can improve the what productivity. He can show his talent, skills, experience, innovation, right? So thus expenditure on health is an important source of human capital formation. Then what are the forms of health expenditure? The following are the important forms of what health expenditure. They are preventive medicine or vaccination. Second one, curative medicine or medical intervention during illness. Third one, social medicine, means spread of health literacy and provision of clean drinking water and good sanitation. So these are the forms of health expenditure. So first one, what? Preventive medicine or vaccination. That means what? Controlling the that means controlling the diseases. That means prevention of diseases. So that is through the help of vaccination. Second one, curative medicine. That means second one, curative medicine means medical intervention during the illness. Suppose if a person fallen sick, then what medical intervention? Then we provide the medical facilities. So that is what curative medicine. And also social medicine. That means spread of health literacy regarding various diseases. Yes. And also provision of clean drinking water and good sanitation. So these are also what expenditure of what, these are all the forms of what health expenditure. These are all the forms of health expenditure. Thus we can say that health expenditure which directly increases the supply of healthy labor force, and thus it is a source of human capital formation. Now let me discuss other sources of human capital formation. They are on the job training. So why the firms spend on giving the job training to their workers? Because to increase their productivity. See, on the job training, so that is very essential to every workers. Yes, so why the firms or industry or company will spend money or make expenditure on giving the training? Yes, because what? Increasing the productivity of their firm. Yes, so that this may take different forms. So one, the workers may be trained in the firm itself. So this type of expenditure which makes in two ways. One is what? The workers may be trained in the firm itself under the supervision of a skilled worker. Another one is workers may be sent for off-campus training. So these are the two ways of giving the training to the workers. One is what? On the campus training. Another one is off the campus. One is on campus training. Another one is off campus training. So in both these cases, firms incur some expenses. Either it is off campus or on campus training. So both these cases what? Incur expenses. And also firms will thus insist that workers should work for a specific period of time. So that is duration of training period. That is specific period of time, and after they are on the job training, during which it can be recover the benefits of the enhanced productivity owing to the training. That means what are the training they get? That means what are the training they received? That means what are the training they learn? That means what are the training they? That means what? That means the workers trained under. That means what are the training they received? Now it should be recover the benefits of enhanced productivity owing to the training. So this is what the importance of on the job training. Expenditure regarding on the job training is a source of human capital formation, as a return of such expenditure in the form of enhanced labor productivity is more than the cost of it. Because what? Expenditure on job training, on the job training, so which increases the productivity, and what? More than the productivity than what? Because they on the job training, so here the workers will get training and they converted into trained persons, and which increase the labor productivity than what? Expenditure. So this is what they on the job training. Another one source, that is migration. So why the people migrate from one place to another place? So people migrate, that is mainly in search of jobs that fetch them higher salaries than what they may get in their native places. So why the people migrate? So people migrate because of in searching job, right? So and also in that job they can what? Fetch higher salaries. So what they receive in their, comparing to what they receive in the native places. And also unemployment is the main reason for rural urban migration in India. So why did people migrate from rural to urban? That is because of unemployment. So technically qualified persons like engineers, doctors, they migrate to other countries because of higher salaries that they may get in the such countries. So this is what, so that we can say that migration of people, that is not only from rural to urban, but also country to country. The reason is what searching of jobs and fetch higher salaries. So this is what the main reason of what migration. Thus, but migration also leads to expenditure. So in both the cases, so migration which involves the cost of transport, higher cost of living in the migrated places, and also psychic cost of living in a strange socio-cultural setup. So that the enhanced earnings in the new place outweighed the cost of migration. Hence, expenditure on migration is also important source of human capital formation. So through the migration, people can get better life, so they can earn more salaries and their standard of living also improved. So what are the expenditures they face? So what are the expenditure they face? So that can be reduced with the help of what? Higher salaries or income. So thus we can say that migration is also source of human capital formation. Next source of human capital formation, that is information. People spend to acquire information relating to labor market and other markets like education and health. So here people, they can spend money on acquiring the information. Why the information is important? Because we are living in the society. Yes, we need to collect every information to survive in the society. Either it is market related informations or other non-market other market informations like education and health. For example, if people want to know the level of salaries associated with various types of jobs, yes, whether the educational institutions provide the right type of employable skills and what at cost. So like if you want to get what good job, so take for example, like that means if you want to know about higher salaries based on the job, so which educational institutions will provide such employable skills and what is the cost. Yes, so all these informations you can get, that is by spending or make expenditure on the field of information. So this information is necessary to make decisions regarding investments in human capital as well as for efficient utilization of the acquired human capital stock. So here, why this information is important? So information is necessary because to make a strong decisions, yes, regarding the human capital as well as the efficient utilization of acquired human capital stock. Thus, expenditure incurred for acquiring information that is relating to the labor market and other markets, and it is also important source of human capital formation. Okay students, we'll discuss further more concepts in the next episode. So in this episode, some exercise questions. Question number 1, what is human capital formation? Question number 2, what are the sources of human capital formation? Question number 3, what are the benefits of education? So these are the questions you need to write in your assignment book. Thank you.